Found what you was looking for?
I thought I was the only one looking for it.
Girl, like it was two different things to me. I find out it was a pair of AA batteries up underneath the table. I'm gonna have a damn fit.
Girl, you act like I called AAA.
It better not be less than what I said at first, Bridget.
Why you gotta be threatening, Mel?
I ain't being threatening.
Why you gotta be running melodies out the same of your name, Mel?
Cuz. Don't you know the great-grandsons of supposed kings that became soft as tender and boneless as chicken? So I want the strength that's supposed to have all the answers get a hold of one so they can reduce them down to size.
I hope that's a joke, cause you know we all broke.
Which is nothing you can't fix, Bridget.
I can fix what we got going on, but everybody around us, God bless and help the child who can crack that one, cause I'm still practicing.
You got the port?
Bullet Throw gave it to me, and yes, he was very kind.
I didn't ask if dude gave it to you. I asked if you got it.
Well, last time I looked over my shoulder, your ass ain't in charge, because if you was, the people I was watching for behind my back didn't look nothing like you, and you wasn't one of them.
Well, ain't you in good hands? I checked out the 4 guards at the door, which means you got 40 gunmen on the first floor, and about 100 of them on the upper levels.
So if you breach that shit, everybody gonna hear it.
Post up?
Where at?
All over.
Shit spread out. Run around. Chew me. Jump from one post to another. You see a frog around here? Hey, I can rivet too. Hey, frogs have rivets, right?
No, they bark.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that. I thought dogs do that.
You thought dogs do that? Let me guess. He didn't know bears could roar. What the hell?
You tripping about an identity crisis?
No, I'm tripping about Santa Claus.
The little helpers?
Nah, them old ice-worn booty scratchers. Next time they flash a mob, remember that.
What year is y'all living in, and what planet is y'all living on?
One with rocks. In a box dumping in a bunch of nutcrackers for the unholidays.
Next time you go planet traveling and they world's got gravel, concrete, minerals, dirt, weather, and a bunch of Attack of the Duck quackadoodle goofies, then you know all the planets look the same to me. All the planets look the same to you? What is this? What is this shit? I'm supposed to be the brains of this shit, and I'm being minimalized by y'all. Everybody on the street walking around with a talking teddy bear. Got a talking teddy bear here. Hey, you a cushion? You a cushion? You a cushion, or you a cotton, or you a beanie in a bag? You got beans in a bag? I'm starting to discriminate. I sound crazy. I must be out of my mind. I must be high as bologna and mayonnaise and a $3 booty bitch at a craft show with a salon in the back. Sedate me. Oh my God, I got a talking teddy bear. I'm talking to a teddy bear right now. I got a talking, walking around here with a talking teddy bear around here. Oh my God, a talking teddy bear. I'm pointing out, am I the only one got to point out that there's a talking teddy bear right here? There's a talking teddy bear sitting on his shoulder right now. Oh my God, there's a talking teddy bear. Next we're going to bring back the bomb diggity back in style.
Tree, bitch! Who and what are you?
Just like you. Human. Ooh, damn. Didn't know you figured it out. Oh well.
impressive. Not every no one catches on that fast. Well, if we act fast, plain and simple shouldn't be an issue. You got that all in the course of a short period? Nozzle, you didn't say anything about the grid system. Well, the grid system was all in the details. Is it now? Yes, it is. So we can take down more than just one spot. The grid system is connected to a multiple complex. Wire them all together, then cut one. If we trigger one explosion, imagine the others. So the mission is to break out over 1,000 traffic captives. You mean slaves? Well, they call it sentient organic trafficking. That's a technical application regarding humans and celestials.
You mean not all aliens?
Well, it's the least I could acknowledge because they already call y'all ex-celestials. Do we have a number of how many slaves in the vicinity? Well, you a real plain and simple. So like I said, over 1,000.
So I picked up the doctor like you and Chronic requested. Not sure what the deposit was about.
An unrelated spot that should compensate for certain pieces that Chronic needs to be missing.
So all we do know is that there are 16 complexes within this residential gentrified area.
They all connect to each other.
Around this section is the D block. But what we need to recognize is the entire X-chain, which is powered by an urban field plantation. Or the entire X-chain grid system powers up the urban field plantation. Well, what we do know is it's called the Dome Hub. It is an urban colony planted by 5 multi-trillionaires under the LIA. So it kind of puts the merger in colonization and gentrification. Yeah, but it's the first and the only hub in the settlements.
It's a battery dome which enforces the slave trafficking operations.
Yeah, but the problem is they're trying to spread and expand multiple hubs and domes all over the world. So far, for the LIA, it's working here in Drake City. So if we knock one out,
It'll create a deterrent from any more being built.
there's just one problem. We still have slaves we gotta liberate. The urban residential complexes have been used as training substitution farms, using the slum-like conditions to prep them for hub labor. Once they arrive in the dome, they use brute force to train them for space labor. The real question is, what do they intend to do long-term with this whole hub operation? Well, the original plan is once the forced labor plantation institutes are no longer needed, they'll be used for entertainment venues, etc., so on and so on.
Football games, basketball franchises, football clubs, music concerts, live shows.
How long is that gonna take to be about?
Oh, we'll be long gone before then. Well, that's the idea. Erase the stains that came with its origins.
Just like any other massive business throughout history and its board of directors that come with them.
Only this time we are living a history where we can confront the sins before they can outgrow us. Put it out before another generation can be lied to.
Well, according to the blueprint data, that's what the slaves are for. The groundkeepers designed the slaves to make the hubs into those entertainment arenas. They have methods and standards they force the slaves into complying with in order to make this process transition.
Well, what we need to be concerned with is how these slaves transition from ground level to space labor, because the Dome Hub is connected to a spaceport launch pad.
They send slaves into space.
It was a deal the LIA made with Indicidia. Well, that's how these slave trafficking operations have effective resources. They were supplied by Indicidia. Well, the real question is, the place they being taken? What are they going through really? Well, if we take the dome down, we can cut off the spaceships. They're not spaceships, Nozzle. They're slave ships.